Sunena and her family went to a picnic on the riverside. It was a nice, relaxing day. Sunena's dad was fishing, while Sunena and her mother were sitting by the riverside and talking. Her younger siblings were teasing each other by throwing stones in the water to see how far it would reach. And at one time, instead of a stone, Sunena's sister picked up a wooden twig and threw it in the water. Guess what happened next? Which one do you think stayed afloat and which one sunk in? A stone or a twig? Well, your guess is right. The wooden twig floated and the stone sunk in the water even when the wooden twig looked bigger. Now let's see why did this happen. Let's take both the objects to a laboratory to have a closer look. Here we have two vessels filled with water. The vessels are attached to a side tray kept on a weighing scale. This will show a similar result like the river. When we put the stone into water, some amount of water comes out into the small tray. This means the stone has taken up the place of that much water. This is the displaced water. The weight of the water displaced by the stone is less than its weight. This shows why the stone sank in the water. When we put the wooden twig into the water, even now some amount of the water comes out into the tray. When we weigh this displaced water, we notice its weight is equal to the weight of the wooden twig. So, it was found floating in the water. Thus, we can now conclude that the floating or sinking of an object not only depends on its weight but also on the weight of water displaced by it. So now we know why we often see empty plastic bottles floating on the river and seawater. These bottles do not stay at one place but are so light that they move with the flow of water and end up getting deposited on the riverbeds or shores. This would destroy the natural beauty of the area and will also hamper the lives of organisms living in and around the water. Thus, the next time you want to go out on a fun day with your family near a water body, make sure you refrain from throwing anything into it.